Welcome to Pottery To Go. Today, you are going to be the artist. You're going to paint your very own piece of pottery. The pottery has been cooked in a special oven once already. You get to use these fancy paints that are just for painting on pottery. When you are done painting, we need to pick up your pottery and take it back to our studio. We need to work our magic before we bring it back to you. Your pottery is going to get cooked in a super hot oven for a whole day. This special pottery oven is called a kiln. Look how bright and shiny the pottery looks after it comes out of the kiln. Let's learn all about how this is going to happen. I'm going to guide you through how to transform a blank piece of pottery into a work of art. You might not be painting the same shape, but you can use these ideas on your pottery. While teaching you about painting, I'm going to make a connection to decorating a cupcake. Both have been baked in an oven once already, but only one is going to get cooked again. We're going to do this in 3 simple steps: a background, fancy designs, and some finishing touches. Things you need to start: pottery, paper towel, a pencil, and clean hands. One more thing, pottery is fragile. Keep it on your desk at all times. Please be careful. If you're not, this happens. Then sometimes this happens. So please be careful. We have one job to do before we start to paint. Your name. The front is smoother and the back is rougher. Make sure the rough side is up. Start your first letter on the left-hand side and neatly print your first name. My name is Nancy. What's yours? Using both hands, turn your pottery over so your name is hidden. See? Nice and safe. Okay, we're ready to paint. Let's think of the cupcake to see where to start. Do you start with finishing touches? What about starting with fancy designs? Of course, we're going to start with the background. The next things you need are a paintbrush and a paper plate for your paint. It works best if you choose a lighter color for your background: orange, yellow, light green, light blue, light purple, or pink. Choose one lighter color for your background. I chose pink. You just need a tiny bit of paint at a time. Begin to paint your background. Again, think of the cupcake. We don't want a sloppy, gloppy, messy background. The background will look best if it's smooth. Watch how my brush is moving. It's only painting in one direction. It's not painting back and forth. It's the same motion when you're petting the back of a dog. Your hand is always moving in one direction. Going back and forth makes a bit of a mess, you can see. Look what it does to your pottery and your brush. Yee. Okay, let's do it. Smooth out the paint. All in the same direction. Don't leave any white spots. Look how the paint is turning to a lighter color. That's how you know it's dry. To complete your background, paint the side edges the same color. See? The next step is doing fancy designs. You need a dish of water next. The water is for washing your brush when you're changing to a different color. We're going to practice. Wash your brush in the water, then lay it flat on your paper towel, flat like a snake. Keep your brush flat like a snake to dry it 1, 2, 3 times. Look at that point. It works best if you choose darker colors for your fancy designs. Red, dark green, dark blue, or dark purple. Choose colors darker than your background. Take a tiny dip of paint, just a bit. For my first fancy design, I'm going to carefully paint around the outside edge of the star. It's not a race. Take your time. Remember, if you're taking more of the same color, you don't need the water. When you're changing to a different color, wash your brush in the water, lay it flat like a snake, and dry it 1, 2, 3 times. With my new color, I'm going to paint another fancy design. I'm going to trace around the circle. Be patient and don't rush. These are just ideas. You could paint different lines or stripes. Start thinking. And now we're ready for finishing touches. Any of the colors look great for finishing touches. We're not going to use the soft end of our brush though. We're going to turn our brush upside down and use the handle to paint. Really? Dip into the paint and dot it down. Dip and dot. Take a dip of paint for each dot you make. Dip and dot. Dip, dot. Maybe a few more green dots. You don't need the water to clean this end of your brush. Fold a paper towel over it and wipe the paint off. Then you're ready for a different color. Look, you can make a pattern. Lots of dots. Look what else you can make with the handle of your brush. a heart. Wow! Let's take a closer look. It's like making the letter V. Start at the top and come down for each side. Look, a heart. Lots of hearts. Look how light the colors dried. It's all ready to be packed up. This is when we're going to come, pick up your pottery, and take it back to our studio to cook it in the kiln. Let's get firing. Firing means baking at a really hot temperature. By hot, I mean really hot. Let's take a peek. It's 1874 degrees in there. Whew. It takes a whole day for the kiln to heat up and cool back down so we can take the pottery out. Let's take a look. Ta-da! Look how smooth and shiny it is. Let's take a look at the changes. The pottery started out white and felt rough. When it was painted, the colors dried lighter. After getting fired in the kiln, the colors turned darker and the pottery became smooth and shiny. Do your very best and your family will love what you bring home. Let's review the painting steps: background, fancy designs, finishing touches. Thank you for watching. I hope you have fun painting your pottery, and I look forward to seeing what you create. That's all.